Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sullivan if you're new, and today's video is going to be 6-ish reasons why you might not be seeing progress in the gym. These are some things you might want to look at if you've been routinely going to the gym, you're on top of your nutrition, and you still feel like you are not seeing results. I am not a registered physical trainer or a nutritionist. I'm just sharing what has worked for me and how I have seen progress lifting heavy for about a year now. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe because there will definitely be more of it coming soon. With that said, let's get started with number one. Reason number one that you might not be seeing progress is because you are not lifting heavy enough. Lifting heavy is relative. It's not a standard amount of weight for every person because obviously every person weighs a different amount. Every person has a different amount of muscle. So there's not an end-all be-all amount that means heavy. For you, it should be a weight that feels challenging. It should not just be a lightweight for like a lot of reps. It should be something that is a challenge to complete the given amount of reps for each exercise. The rep ranges for building muscle are generally 8 to 12, and then under 8 is what you want to do if you're trying to build strength. So if you want to build strength and build muscle, you can use a mix of these. The lower rep ranges on maybe your heavy compounds, which I will again go into depth on in a few minutes. You want to, in general, stay within the range of 12 and under to build both strength and muscle. When lifting heavy, you also first want to make sure that you have your form down. It's really important that you start out with lighter weights until you feel comfortable and until you know that you have the form down. If you want to see muscle growth, you're going to have to be lifting with good form because good form equals utilizing the proper muscles to complete each exercise. If you're struggling with form, make sure to just watch a lot of videos, maybe ask the personal trainers at your gym because I know that almost every single gym has a group of personal trainers. So if you want some assistance on your form, just be like, hey, how does my form look on this exercise? Like maybe schedule like an intro lesson with them just to learn the basics, or just watch a lot of how-to videos. Take videos of yourself. That's really important. You might get some looks at the gym for filming yourself, but in the end, who really cares when you know that you are completing it with perfect form after watching the video, or you're like, oh, I need to work on this and this. So number two is a very important one, almost more important than lifting. Number two is make sure that you are eating for your goals. It is very, very important, and it's probably the most difficult for many people because lifestyle gets in the way. Your family might not eat the way that you need to eat to achieve your goals, and it's important to just be conscious of this and conscious of what you're putting in your body and how that will affect your fitness journey. This will differ from person to person. If you're trying to lose weight and put on muscle, you want to make sure that you're eating in a very slight deficit, so very slightly under your maintenance calories, and this can be figured out by just going on an online calculator. You don't want this deficit to be too great because then you're just going to plateau and it's not going to be sustainable. If your goal is to put on muscle, you need to be eating in a slight surplus, and this was the major thing for me. The reason that I did not see any progress in the first few months, I was not eating enough. So I have raised my calories by probably like 800 slowly over the past few months to get into a solid surplus, and I'm using that to bulk currently. Again, if you want to raise your calories to build muscle, you want to slowly increase from week to week, maybe by 50 to 100 calories until you are gaining at a sustainable rate and you're not putting on too much body fat, probably 250 to 500 calories above your maintenance, and track your weight. Don't track your weight, just look in the mirror and see if you're liking your results and adjust accordingly to that. I can also make more videos on this if you have more questions, so just leave comments and let me know. Along with nutrition, you need to make sure that you're eating clean foods, fueling yourself with protein. Number one, you want to eat between 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight to put on muscle. And this will also help with feelings of hunger. It will keep you a lot more satisfied and protein is the most essential thing to build muscle. But it is not the only thing that you need to build muscle. Remember that carbs are what will fuel your workouts. And when you realize that food really is fuel, it will completely change your workouts. Conscious of your protein, but also make sure that you're getting enough healthy fats and carbs, because fats also keep you full, and just because they might not have as much obvious like protein, carbs and stuff, make sure that you're getting in your greens and vegetables. You obviously need dark leafy greens to be healthy. So be conscious of your macros. If tracking helps you, then track. I currently track. I think that it's really helped me gradually increase my calories, but if I was trying to maintain, I probably wouldn't be tracking unless it was to make sure I was eating enough. So number 2, summarized: eating enough, eating good food that will fuel your body, and eating for your goals, aka whether you want to maintain, be in a surplus, or be in a deficit. Number 3 is you are not working hard enough, or you are not progressively overloading. Progressive overload can be very, very confusing. Even after I was told about it, I didn't really understand how to implement it into my workouts. Progressive overload means that you are slowly increasing the amount that you're lifting so that you keep stimulating your muscles and you keep building more muscle and getting stronger. So this can mean adding more sets, adding more reps, adding a little bit of weight on the bar, just anything to up what you're doing a little bit and make it more challenging week to week, so that you are not just staying at the same weight and like plateauing in what you're lifting, and you are gradually moving up and getting stronger. This can be very, very confusing unless you plan it out. So I would make sure to get an app or use your notes on your phone, or even write it out in a book, and this can really help you plan what you're going to do the next session. I personally use the app Strong. I will also link this in the description because I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about it, and it allows you to put in 3 templates for workouts, and this has really, really helped me to track my workouts and make sure that I am upping the weight, upping the reps week by week, because it will tell you if you have any PRs and if you have increased what you're lifting by any amount. Progressive overload is really important, and I would suggest that you learn about it in the beginning of your fitness journey so that you can easily gradually increase what you're lifting. And by working hard enough, I mean that you are following your mental blocks and you're not pushing through them. The mind will fail a lot faster than the body, so just remember that you're probably stronger than you think. Just make sure that you are working hard enough, that you are pushing yourself, and that you are challenging yourself every workout. And again, this doesn't mean that you're going to failure on every exercise, but it just means you're pushing yourself, you're trying your hardest, and you're pushing through the mental blocks. Along with this as well, you want to focus on your compound movements. Compound movements are definitely the most important lifts. For example, squats, deadlifts, bench press, those types of exercises, you want to work on progressively overloading first, because those are the ones that will get you to your goals. You still want to gradually be adding more weight on your accessories as well. So one more point with this working hard enough, progressively overloading your compounds, you want to make sure that you are focusing so much on your compound moves that you do not have the energy for a lot of junk volume. So by junk volume, I mean that you're just adding in tons of exercises at the end of your workout and you only add in the extra moves that are absolutely necessary. I would recommend from 5 to 8 exercises per workout. You also want to make sure that you are resting enough between sets to give them as much energy as possible and to put as much strength forward as possible in each exercise. I'm worried that my camera battery is going to die. But reason number 4 that you might not be seeing progress is you are not being consistent. Consistency is, well, I'm going to say that all of these things are the most important things, but really it's all of them together. So consistency is so important. You want to be able to enjoy your workouts so that you want to keep doing them. It, again, is a lifestyle. It's not a crash diet. It's not a temporary thing, hopefully. And you want to have a split that's sustainable for you. So along with this, you want to go into the gym with a plan. You want to know what you're doing so that you can just crush your workout and not be overwhelmed or confused when you're in the gym. Find something that's sustainable for you and that you can continue to do day to day, week to week, whether this is 3 workouts a week, 4, 5, 6, any of the above. You just want to have something that you can know and that you can know you will continue to do because it's both enjoyable and it's a solid plan. So make sure that you are consistent and that you have all of what you're going to do planned out. Along with this, you also want to make sure that your nutrition is consistent, which can be really hard when you're in a place like me, when you're in college. But what I find is that if I'm consistent during the week and I make as many meals as I can at home, it really helps with being consistent. On the weekends, like, it's okay to have meals out. While this is your life, you don't want it to control your life. You want it to be a good addition to your life. Like, if you want to go out with friends on Saturday, go out with friends on Saturday. Be consistent, but don't let it take over your life negatively or detract from it. Number 5 is too much cardio or burning calories that you're unaware of. So when I first started going to the gym, I used to do cardio for 30 minutes every session. Every session, 30 minutes. And by the time I was done, I wouldn't have any energy for lifting weights. Unless you're trying to be in a deficit, doing cardio can be really, really helpful for that if you're doing like low intensity before and after your workout. But if you let cardio dominate your workouts and detract from your energy and strength, then it can be really detrimental to the progress that you're seeing. In addition to this, if you're trying to bulk, it could cause you to burn extra calories, taking you out of that surplus. And along with this, you could be burning calories that you're unaware of. I know a lot of the time when people eat in a surplus, they find themselves a lot more energetic and moving around without really being conscious of it. So this can, again, burn off the calories in your surplus. So just be conscious of the extra activity that you're getting and make sure that you are eating enough. It's really dark outside, I'm sorry. Reason number 6 that you might not be seeing progress is because you are not resting enough, you are not being patient, and you are not allowing your body to recover between workouts. Rest is such an important part of building muscle. Your muscles grow when you're resting, so it's really, really important that you're not working out every single day and that you're not working out the same muscles over and over again. I like to allow my body at least 48 hours between workouts to recover each area that I work out. So my split right now, I would do legs on Monday, I would do glutes and hamstrings, and then Tuesday I would do push, and then Wednesday I'd do quads, and Thursday would be pull. So it's like alternating upper body, lower body, so you allow your body enough time to recover. And you also really want to make sure that you're getting at least 1 rest day per week because your body needs a chance to recover. And if you're running yourself dry, you will not have energy for your workouts and you will not be able to put in enough effort to actually see progress. So make sure you're resting because this is when your muscles will grow. Progress does not happen overnight. It can happen quickly. If you're a beginner especially, you can see muscle growth quickly, but it does not happen overnight. So be patient because if you don't see results in the first week, that does not mean that you should give up. It means you should keep pushing for it because you will get the results if you are putting in the effort. So just make sure that you're being patient and being conscious of all of these things. If you are, you will most definitely be seeing progress soon. I think that that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. And make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below too if you would like me to make more of these types of videos or more vlogs, more what I eat in a day, any of the above. Just make sure to leave them in the comments down below. Thank you again, guys. Have a great day.